The other people.
I figured next the other people show we could talk about some of our favorite or least favorite game shows.
What kind of game shows are we talking about? Let's lay the ground rules out. Are we talking like NBC primetime game shows? Or are we talking like game shows? Like,
I'm thinking that we talk about game shows. Like a lot of the ones that come to my mind are like maybe Price is Right could be included, or hello, my grandmother's tuning in. Hello.
oh, sweet.
Um,
Hi.
so maybe Price is Right, maybe that pyramid game, $25,000 pyramid, win, lose or draw. We could do Double Dare. We could do newer ones too, like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. Um, games like that. What do you think?
All right. So I'm already building a list here. Uh, uh, so I think we should do two lists.
Okay.
One of them will be what I'm calling the cheesy primetime games.
Okay.
And those would be the over dramatized Deal or No Deal um, type games.
Right, without the dramatic music and pauses and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
And then the games that are just straight up games,
Okay.
like the pyramid games or the Jeopardy, things like that. Even though Jeopardy is kind of prime time, it's still all about the game and not about the theatrics.
The theatrics of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm starting my list right now because I'm excited about this one.
This is something we've teased for a little while,
Yes.
and also if we want to, and something else that might be fun, we often talk about food, so we could often talk about some of the discontinued foods of the past that they don't make anymore. It could either be cereals, it could be fast food items that they taken away, like McDonald's used to have a little personal pan pizza when I was a kid, and it lasted for a brief period. And so we could talk about things like that as well. And I was going to talk about my current obsession with Mickey Rourke as well.
Okay.
And if there's anybody, sometimes I'll get obsessed with a certain actor or actress, and I'll start doing a lot of research and checking out their filmography for no real reason.
I do the same thing. I'm filling out my.
Oh, okay.
I'm filling out mine for next week for the defunct foods.
Okay. Well, see, like for example, there was a time for about 6 weeks straight. I would get up in the morning, go down, write a list while listening on repeat every season of the Kids in the Hall opening theme every morning. It was like 7 minutes long, and I did it for about 5 weeks.
Greatest opening theme in all of television.
I probably listened to it on repeat, probably 20 minutes every morning. I don't do it now, but because it's like all of the seasons. I mean, the music's the same, but the opening credits are, And when you made the credits for what was the Mutants TV?
Yeah.
Do you have Kids in the Hall as a reference point for when you put that together?
Probably because I just watched it so much. I think that was still like, to me, that's the opening for a show. It's just random
I
bits.
watched you and I was seeing some of the very similar. I was like, Jake said that he was a fan of Kids in the Hall, so I wonder if that was.
There's my favorite part of any of the Kids in the Hall opening is there's a large guy who throws a softball.
Okay.
He goes, whoosh, and he's a very large gentleman who throws a softball in that. It'd be the coolest thing in the world if you could track down where that guy is, like who that guy is.
True.
That would be pretty ridiculous.
Something else that we could talk about next week as well is, I think I wrote it down on the notes, not very clearly, but have you ever been out in public and you've had to wait somewhere, whether it's in line somewhere, you're waiting for to pick up medicine at the pharmacy, maybe you're waiting to go see the doctor in a waiting area, and you're clearly doing something. You're like on your phone, well, maybe not on your phone, but messaging someone or writing ideas down. And then someone decides to try to strike up a conversation with you.
That's my life.
While you're trying to do something and how to deal with that. So that might be something fun to get into as well.
Yes, that's my life. Alex makes fun of me about that.
Because I don't like the small chit chat. I really
I get
don't.
stuck in it all the time, though.
And trying to find your way out. Ooh, how can I maneuver my way out of this? And we could also talk about the manipulation of people. We could talk about that next week as well.
Okay.
So
A lot of
yeah.
happy topics,
Yeah.
mostly happy topics. Good. Let's
So you have
keep heading in that
anything to add?
direction.
You have anything to? Also, for the people watching, check out Seth Barnett. He's performed the last couple of weeks at the General Store and Cafe in Big Stone. So
2021, we're going to be there.
yes, we are
2021.
stage show.
Put us on the calendar.
Yes. Also, something interesting that's going to be very difficult, but I might be stepping back on stage singing one of our tracks in the near future.
Are you going to get a recording of it?
Yeah.
At least for me.
It's been at least 10 years, I think. We've not been on stage in 10 years, I don't think.
It's
I don't
awful.
I don't think through the to the 2010s we did that one time at the place, but I don't really count that.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't know. Bad performances are usually some of our best
We've
performances.
had one performance over the last 10 years, right?
Yeah,
Just one.
exactly. And it was an impromptu.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
And so this might be a return, and it's going to be weird because I've played with a few other people, but you and I've played the most together. So I'll give a shout out to Jake whenever I do it. It'll be live on Facebook as well.
Perhaps you'll give me a shout out.
Indeed, I will.
All right.
So, well, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see everyone next weekend. Jake, have a good day, man.
See you guys.
Bye.